Hello. Uh, as many of you know who I am, I'm Casper, and today I'll be talking to you about something very interesting that happened to me on the way to Breckenridge. I normally make this trip quite often in days and for a few years now, going to TSTC from Abilene back and forth. It's no big deal. I normally make that trip twice a week, and anyways, that's not really what I want to talk about that. I just wanted to talk about somebody that I met on the way to Breckenridge today. In fact, I've normally don't do this, but for some reason I saw this woman and she had a baby stroller with her right there. And I I don't know why I just pulled over and asked if everything was all right, and she told me that yeah, in fact, there was no baby. It was just her. And in the stroller, there was all of her stuff. And at first, I was thinking to myself that, this woman is obviously a homeless lady or a drifter, which is which is fine. It's your life, do whatever. But she was different. She was actually someone that's walking for a cure, not a cure, but a cause. Sorry. And she she was actually walking across America for inner peace. Not just for her, but she was basically bringing an awareness to everybody that, we all have inner peace in ourselves and we need to use it. And yeah, this is her card she gave me. Her name is Laura, and last name is Bedford. I didn't ask, but anyways, yeah. And as you get to see right here, she did start from Washington, and she she did start in Washington, and she actually is going to South Carolina for uh, for I guess the for a church there. It was sorry. It was a church shooting in Charleston, South Carolina. When she heard about that, she decided to walk and bring awareness for people that may be suffering inside with internal conflicts. You know, there, and there is a lot of agencies and websites and people you think that are not friends. They are friends, and they they actually I don't they actually they do care. You know, and of course, violence is never the answer. There's no real reason for people to harm people. But what was real interesting about talking to her is that she's been doing this since the 4th of July last year. And I don't know how many people she's talked to or anything else of that nature. Like I said, I was kind of in a rush, so I really wish I would have had about an hour or two to just sit down and talk to her. But the few minutes that I actually did have, I was kind of grateful, and it made me realize that, I love talking to people and I love to get to know them, and I want to write about my experience with other people. So, hopefully this is going to help her. She has a PayPal account, and like I said, I'll put the card up there for one more time. And you just go to that website, and she has a PayPal account there. And that inner peace stuff, is it kind of makes us wanna, especially me, wanna just really get to know ourselves more. You know, it's I asked her like, where did she stay? How did she eat? She says that the inner light of herself guides her, and there will always be something to eat and somewhere to sleep, even if it is outside under the stars. And to me, that's like, wow. That's awesome. Like a long camping trip. I wonder how many people actually asked her, if she wants someone to walk with, because I'm pretty sure it gets kind of boring, but she's not alone in a way. It's one of those things that I feel that God is with her and guiding her, because, it's a no small task to walk 6 months and not, you know, have something bad or traumatic happen. It's just, I really do hope that she makes it to her destination. And I hope she, you know, like right now it's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm thinking, man, I hope she finds a place to stay tonight, because I don't know, you know, I don't even know if she has a map. I think she just, honestly, I wanted to say she follows the sun. But it's just amazing that someone's out there right now walking, not taking any rides. She does take money and food, but only a limited amount, because she is restricted by the weight that she can carry. And I asked her, how come you have a baby carriage? And she said, well, I used to have a backpack, but that got too heavy, so she went to a thrift store and found a baby stroller. And that's what she uses as a backpack, which I thought was pretty ingenious, I'm like, wow. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. And, I'm glad people are still fighting a great fight, without bullets or fist, or it's just actions. You know, that's what we got to remember is, actions. You know, to me, what she's doing is really brave, and it's really something that the human spirit really needs. And yeah, so if you can, just follow her up on the website and, wish her well.